welcome to the video, guys. So I guess I have to apologize once again for the lack of content. I've just been real slow on it lately. Work is happening slow. I shaved my beard on a whim, so I've been kind of delaying, wait for the beard to grow back, because I didn't shave in a really long time. I had a good beard going for a long time, and I shaved the other day, and I guess I had forgotten how ugly I was until I shaved. Man, scary stuff, but I can't wait for a month for the beard to come back. So we're just going to have to suffer through it. You guys are going to have to punish it out looking at this ugly mug. I do have something to make a little bit of fun. I went ahead and did the leather work for the 2-knife set we were working on. So those 2 sheaths are now done. You can see we have 2 beautiful slabs of leather here, just nice friction fit sheaths, both designed pretty well the exact same, except of course a different size. Then we have these 2 blades, which look great. I'm going to give them another final buff on the blade just because they have a few smudges and light surface scratches now from being around the shop and taking them back and forth to the house and stuff. Before I do that, what we need to do, and this is the last step with these knives, is to sharpen both of them. So they're both still maybe 1/3 of a dime's thickness at the edge here. So we need to put on micro bevels on these, and I want to show you guys how I'm going to do that right now. Most of my knives now, I don't whetstone sharpen. It just became way too much work with the number of orders I'm putting out to whetstone sharpen each one up to say 6,000 grit and then polish. Every once in a while I will, or if someone asks for it, I can do that. But let me show you how I sharpen them these days. What I'm going to show you guys with, what I'm going to demonstrate, is this knife here. So this is one of those Russell knives, kind of a general use angling knife, I guess, mostly, although there's not a lot of flex in it. That tip has been broken off. I'd pick this up, you can see little stickers on it there still. $3 at a flea market the other day. I picked it up for $3 just as a demonstration tool for you guys. So this thing has absolutely no edge whatsoever, okay? There's just no edge there at all, and I'm going to reprofile. So we're going to put a shape back on this, and we're going to actually put an edge on it that is shaving sharp. We're going to see how long it takes. Let's take one last look at the lack of edge on this thing. It's really beat up bad. You can see someone took to it with some kind of power tool at some point, but it is, look at the beam of light along that edge there. So what we're going to do, we're going to go through different stages. I'll have my respirator on, but I'll show you from the time I turn the sanders on to the time I turn, or the tools on, to the time I turn the tools off. We'll see exactly how long it takes this knife to go from just vicious shape to an incredible edge. So we're starting with a 60 grit belt here, and I'm just going to reprofile that rounded tip. Okay, so I did a 60. I don't usually go down to a 60, but I started with a 60 because of the reprofiling. Then I did a 120 grit belt. Now I'll go to a 240 on a little 1x30 here, and then a 600 and a quick polish. So let's see how long this takes. Now I'll have no idea how long that actually took until I get back to the computer editing and I can actually count the length of the footage. I'll just use a little bit of brake cleaner here now just to get off that polishing compound. And we'll show you what our new edge looks like. So try not to pay any mind to the condition of the surface of the blade here. So of course we didn't do any work with that. We could restore that if we wanted. But just take a look at that edge. We have a nice sharp point. It's really hard on this lighting to show you, but that is, you'd have to admit, that's a pretty good looking edge for a very short amount of time. But will it cut? Let's see if it'll actually cut. You guys are pretty lucky that I didn't shave my legs too, or you wouldn't be able to see this test here. Can you see how sharp that is? Bunches of hair just flying away from my leg. Let's get you a little bit of a close-up here. Let's check out that tip that we reprofiled. Shaving sharp as well. I'd say that's a success. My apologies to you guys who were enjoying the show. I had put those away before the white's reflection could mess up that the aperture in my Nikon here. But I have to do that same sharpening process now to these. Now here's where it gets a little bit more intimidating, especially when you have a perfect mirror finish like this. When you do that sharpening, you have to be careful you don't make any mistakes or put any grinder marks up across your blade, of course, because then you open up a whole another period of work for yourself. So that hasn't happened to me before, so hope I didn't just jinx myself. So here we go, same process. I'll go to 120 grit belt on the big grinder, the 2x48, and then we'll go through the 240, the 600, and the polish again, just like you just saw. Brian, my friend, it's been a long time coming, but your two knives are done. I hope you and your son enjoy them so much, because they've certainly taken quite a bit of effort. All on my part, though. Really happy with how these turned out. I remembered while I was sharpening these two, I went up to the 600, and then I remembered that I actually had some brand new 1000 grit belts come in just last week. So I upgraded this after I did finish with the 600. I did the 1000, and wow, that made some difference just to the grabbiness. It's a little smoother now. This is really damp paper, so it's hard to cut anyways, but just check out how it's just gliding with just the lightest amount of pressure there. I'm not going to do another shave test. I don't want to break out the pasty whites again. But just check out that edge. Very happy with those results. I'm more than happy to send those edges out to my customers, and I think they'll be very happy with the results as well. thank you guys for watching this series. Hope you've enjoyed it. I know it's went on a little bit long, but thanks so much. Hit that like button. Share if you would be so kind. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Maybe this is your first time watching my channel. Always a little bit stiff there the first time going in. Beautiful. Hope you guys like them. Contact me at the email on the screen there now if you're looking at getting something made. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.